Hello there to my good friends and students in Alabama, and to you, Miss Terry. I'm Avery Williams, professor of cinema, television, and emerging media studies here at Morehouse College in the state right next to your state. And Miss Terry said that we are going to continue our conversation on storytelling, on cinematic storytelling. And so the next step in terms of evolving this whole, our thoughts on this, is something that is very important to drama. Now, this, when I say drama, I don't mean this separates. It's not home movies. This is not the things where you pick up your phone and you're like doing this with your friends and and you're taking you're taking video. That's video. I call that the home movie. But when you're creating drama, and drama can be comedy and it could be serious, but it's the stuff that we pay to go see, that we sit in front of our TVs or our laptops and watch a story from beginning, middle, and end. What creates a story, the essence of that is what's called conflict. So, conflict. It sounds like a harsh word, but it's really not. What it basically means is this, is that once you decide what your character wants, or what any character really wants in a story, to make it interesting, to make it something that you want to tune into, you have to create conflict. So, here's how that's done. First of all, conflict doesn't mean a house falling on you, all right? Or it doesn't mean that, the wind is blowing you or you're diving off a building and falling down. Although that is conflict and it provides a lot of comedy and drama, it doesn't necessarily have to be that big. See, conflict can be something as simple as walking into a room or trying to get somewhere and there's a chair in your way. Or it could be something as simple as, say, trying to get somebody's phone number, but she keeps ignoring you. Or perhaps when you finally get it, then your phone goes dead. Conflict is anything that a character tries to do, but something else is getting in their way. So what do we call these things that get in your way or get in the character's way? We call them obstacles. And you create conflict through your obstacles. So what is an obstacle as it pertains to creating or telling a story? Well, an obstacle can be one of three things. Firstly, an obstacle can be another person. You want something and you're trying to get somewhere, like Harry was trying to save the world, and this person was getting in his way. This person, and what's that person's name? Or the character's name? Right, is another person and definitely is an obstacle. Can you think of other movies where a person was getting in the hero's way? All right, talk with Miss Terry, and I'm sure you can come up with some great ideas. The second type of obstacle that you can put in your story is a physical obstruction. All right, in this case, that big rock there is definitely stopping this young man from doing what he wants to do. So it can be it can be a chair, it can be a car, it can be the weather. Whatever it is, it's a physical obstruction that is stopping your character from getting what he or she wants. The third type of obstacle that you can put in your story is where the obstacle is the character themselves. You ever heard the phrase where this person is getting in their own way? Well, that's what this is about. This is about a character that just cannot seem to do what we as the audience want them to do. So you create flaws within your character, things that inhibit them from achieving their goal. It could be something as simple as them being too shy, or the person sleeps too much, or it can be lazy. But whatever it is, that obstacle is presenting themselves. That obstacle being themselves is preventing them from doing what it is that you have set out to be their story goal or their story objective, or, to make it plain, the thing that they want. So there you have it. You create obstacles to create conflict, and by creating conflict, you help add to your drama. So let me just, a final example. It's like, for example, if you have I used the example, I think, last week of a person who's going to the store and they definitely know what they want. Well, if we were watching this movie about this person going to the store and they get what they want and they just walk straight through and grab it, not very interesting, is it? However, if they get to the store and there is the door is closed, or they're walking across and they slip up on a wet floor, or they're running to get there and somebody bumps them and gets in their way, or they run into a friend that just wants to keep talking but the time is ticking and they're trying to get to that store and they get there partially to the store and they look through and they realize they get weak and they say, I can't do it, I just can't, I can't, until somebody says, you can do it, get past yourself and go get that object, and they go get it, and that's the end of the story. But what makes it interesting is conflict. Now go put that in your story.